Hi everyone, and welcome to today's General Hospital recap. As always, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos or recaps. I'm really bitter and angry right now because I just finished watching the episode, but let's go back to the beginning so you can know what happened. It's not a good end, in case you couldn't tell, but let's get right to it. So at Patrick's and Sam's place, whatever, I'm sorry, I have to get out of the mood, but I've just been put in a mood now by the end of the episode. But anyway, Andre's having Thanksgiving dinner at Patrick's place. Anna's there, so this isn't awkward at all. And then Emma makes it really awkward because, like, she asks Andre if he has a girlfriend, and he's like, no. And she, I don't know, she tries to set him up with Anna. She's like, well, you want to go with my grandma? It's like, who's your grandma? Right here. Oh, yeah. Awkward. And I also think it's worth noting that Emma thinks the Christmas Carol is scary, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. I just thought you should know that. Andre apologizes and said he didn't know he would be dining with one of his patients, directly to Anna. Like, he's not making this, like, you know, declaration at the table. And Anna's like, it's fine. They talk. They actually, like, really have, like, a nice chemistry and conversation between them. And Anna shows Andre the bracelet she found on the pier. At the Quartermaines, Paul and Dillon are going to cook Thanksgiving dinner, so what could possibly go wrong? Dillon says he's moving back to Los Angeles. So I have this weird cough. I don't know what it is. It's just been happening the past few days. Anyway, Paul gives Dillon words of encouragement to stay in Port Charles, and then maybe Lulu will find her way back to him. And then Michael and Sabrina arrive. Monica and Michael want Jason to show up, and they talk about him in the past. And Jason arrives, and Liz and Jake are with him. Michael and Jason get reacquainted. Michael tells him that he's going to be a father. Jason tells Michael and Sabrina that Helena's dead. And then Jake breaks a glass on the counter because this is how the show goes. So apparently he heard them talking about Helena. I don't know, I guess that upset him. And then Jake goes with Michael and Sabrina to the kitchen and then the living room. So Liz is like, yeah, we'll get him to talk to someone because obviously he needs to. The doorbell rings. It's Sam, Danny, and Patrick. And Sam wasn't expecting Jason to be there. So again, not awkward at all. And then there's alone time with Jason and Patrick. And if you didn't think any other part of the show was awkward today, strap in. Because Jason brings up the subject of maybe recovering his memory, and Patrick says it's unlikely, and Jason's like, well, I hate disappointing people that care about me, and Patrick kind of gives him a bit of a back off, and, you know, it's better to let Sam move on. Because that isn't self-serving at all. Carlos texts Sabrina. Michael asks, like, oh, who's texting you? And Sabrina, because, like, she gets visibly, he's like, you look like you've seen a ghost. And she's like, no, it's just Felix. He thinks Donnie's family doesn't like him. And Michael's like, that's crazy. Everybody loves Felix. So Liz has the audacity to ask Sam if they'll ever be okay. And Sam is icy. And Liz is like, well, I tried. I'm like, girl, please. So then Sam hears Jake tell Danny his mom and grandma had a secret about their dad. And in that moment, my heart just flew out of my chest and flew to upstate New York to the Quartermaine mansion. And I was the happiest person on earth. But it was short-lived. And the power goes out. So, cue the disaster. So Ava was at the Metro Court with Avery. I can't talk today because it's the last day for, like, a long weekend, apparently. And then, I guess, changes her mind. So then, at Alexis and Julian's place, Christina is home for Thanksgiving. Olivia came over with Leo and some food. Ava shows up, unannounced. Olivia slams the door in her face. Julian lets her in. Olivia raises huge objections because, you know, Ava kind of killed Connie, her cousin. And then Christina steps in and is awesome. And she's like, you know what, Ava? You're a piece of work. But you know what? This is the perfect time for me to, like, spend time with my little sister, you know, and she also says that, like, Ava used her to, like, elbow her way into Thanksgiving dinner. It just, Christina's awesome. I love her. She needs to stick around because she's the hero General Hospital needs right now. Julian tells Molly and Christina he tried to talk Ava into doing a shared custody thing with Sonny, and that kind of opens him up a little in Molly's eyes, and like she's a little more accepting towards him now. Olivia is hopeful that Dante and Lulu are using today as reconciliation, and Alexis is like, oh, I don't think so, because I just kind of drew up separation papers for Lulu. Awkward. And then a massive deception is uncovered that Alexis had the meal catered. At the Metro Court, I guess we're back at the Metro Court. Lulu and Rocco are having dinner with Laura. Lulu reflects when Edward like warned Dante and like asked his intentions towards Lulu and like warned Dante like not to get someone shot or cheat on Lulu. Oh, Edward, you're the hero. You're the hero General Hospital needs right now. Lulu tells Laura she wanted Dante to tear apart the papers, and she still loves Dante, and she doesn't want their marriage to end. But she wants to fix it. She just doesn't know how. And Laura tells her to let Dante in on this plan so they can fight for their marriage together. And Lulu's gonna go home right now and tell Dante how she feels. And now at Lante's/Dante's/ where horrible things happen. This apartment is jinxed and I want it out. I never want to see it again in my life. I used to love it when it had the elevator door. Ever since the elevator door disappeared, stuff has gone wrong. But anyway, Dante's all alone and Valerie shows up. Because why not? Why wouldn't you show up at the place of the marriage that you imploded? That just awesome sense. She goes to leave, but the football game grabs her and he invites her to stay because if you want to show your wife that you're trustworthy, even if she has separation papers drawn up, you definitely invite the woman you cheated with to stay. This is what got me fired up. So get ready, because it's just a train and we're going full speed ahead, express, right there to the moment. So, is Dante even trying? That's my question. Is Dante even trying? Is he seriously spending Thanksgiving with Valerie while trying to talk Lulu into trusting him again? I don't get it. I just don't get it at all. He tells Valerie Lulu decided to end their marriage. Dante feels he's signing the papers for her. Like, and now, football, the sport I do not like. I'm gonna be real with you. I do not like football. And somehow, it has inched its way in and gotten in between Dante and Lulu because him and Valerie are kissing because of the football game and the team she wanted to win won and blah da 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 da. I can't. They kissed. Yeah. Yeah. End scene. And then I'll go on rant number 2 if it happens. So apparently Paul and Dillon blew a fuse with the deep fryer. They were deep frying the turkey, by the way. And it just fried the circuit, so there's no power. Like, they can't just turn the breaker back on. And Jason says, no big deal, we could just get some pizza. And everyone looks at him because nobody ever told him about the Quartermaine pizza family tradition. And they're like, oh my goodness, this is a sign. Paul gets the text that a shipment's arriving tomorrow. Anna tells Andre she thought she saw Carlos on the pier and then she found the bracelet. She has 2 theories. 1, that someone is going through a lot of trouble to mess with her. Or 2, that Carlos really is alive. And Andre says, look, since we've already kind of blurred, business and personal here, if you need to talk, I'm here and I won't tell you the hour's up. Is he a genuine good guy? I really hope he's a genuine good guy because we need, genuinely good people on this show. Paul, did I already say that? What am I? I don't even know. Paul calls Ava and tells her about the shipment arriving. The Julie and Alexis crew sit down for dinner and say grace. Pizza arrives at the Quartermaines. Monica asked Jason if he remembered the pizza, and he said no, he just figured for the amount of people were there, it would be fast and convenient. So, they can't even give us that. Michael gives a toast. He says how Jason taught him that even if you're down, you don't have to stay down, and whether he remembers or not, he'll be surrounded by people who love him. And they all sing, and I really thought, the key moment that they were going to end this week on would be Jason, singing along to a song he shouldn't remember. But no, doesn't happen. You know what they do instead? I'll tell you what they do instead. Lulu's going to wait until tomorrow morning to get the papers back. And Dante and Valerie decide, you know what? Let's sleep together. Let's sleep together. Because you just signed your separation papers, so obviously this is the time to sleep together again. And I am reminded of that episode of Friends where Ross and Rachel, like, they're breaking up because we were on a break, which don't even start with me. And Ross is like, I thought our relationship was dead. And Rachel goes, well, you sure had a hell of a time at the wake. And I'm just foreseeing it because, you know what, they did a promo where, like, Lulu was, like, yelling at Dante. You couldn't even, like, one day, all you had to wait was one day. So I'm sure she knows. She probably walked in on the end of it. I can't. I'm so upset right now because Dante is, like, acting like Lulu's being the irrational one here. Like, oh, you just found out I cheated on you a few months ago. Why won't you just forgive me already? Like, the information she's just getting, he's expecting her to, like, process it in, like, a few days and just forgive him. Whereas, like, he's been dealing with this for months. But, like, I'm so upset because he's not even trying. Like, I want them to work it out. I really thought they could, but he's not even trying to help himself anymore. Like, what is this? Like, is he going to play the victim? Oh, I signed the separation papers. I thought our marriage was over. Well, you sure had a hell of a time at the wake. So now, if they eventually get back together, is she going to have to worry about him jumping into bed with someone every time they have a fight or something? Like, I don't... He makes this whole big deal about, like, wanting her to trust him. And you know what? If that was genuine, if he really wanted her to trust him again, like, then you make yourself worthy of that trust even when the person isn't looking. Like, you know what I mean? Don't say, oh, I want you to trust me again, and then, like, a few hours later sleep with her cousin again. Like, even if you think the marriage is over, they could have signed divorce papers and he should have still, like, I don't get it. Do you get what I'm trying to say, though? Like, this is ridiculous at this point. I can't. How am I even supposed to root for them? I'm very upset. Can you tell? Yeah, okay. I know. I'm preaching to the choir here. We can all yell together. I yelled at my TV. But in any event, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow if you celebrate Thanksgiving. I am actually having a real Thanksgiving at home and trying my hand at making spicy cashew chicken Cheesecake Factory style because it's my favorite meal and I've never tried to make it myself, but I'm gonna try. So that's my Thanksgiving plans. I will see you Monday for more General Hospital. I hope you have a great day, a great weekend, and if you feel like doing something charitable this weekend, down below in the description we have a link to our YouCaring campaign to save our animal sanctuary, and even if you gave $1, it means so much. But if you can't, if you could please share it, it would also mean so much. And I will thank you so much, and I will see you Monday for more General Hospital. Have a great weekend. Bye.